welcome back to the Variant Geek Podcast. My name is Brennan.
I'm Zach.
I was Zachary once, but now I'm Jason.
Whoa.
That's pretty spoopy.
It is spoopy.
Funny you should say spoopy, because you know what day it is?
Christmas!
October 25th! No, but what are we doing today, gentlemen?
I think we're talking about them spoopy movies.
I don't believe
Scary
that.
movies? My mommy said I can't watch scary movies because they're a sin
Exactly.
against God.
Yes, they are. Didn't you go with your mother to see a scary movie yesterday?
Like a couple days ago, yes.
Oh, 2 days ago, excuse me.
Yeah, get it right if you're going to call me out. Jesus.
Gosh. But any recent news for anybody?
Scorn came out. It's okay.
We played the
Love it.
the new Overwatch 2 event.
Yeah.
Halloween?
Okay.
There's no skins that you can get, isn't there?
You have to buy them all.
Yeah, you have to buy them all.
That sounds like a reoccurring theme for...
Everything.
Yeah, Overwatch seems to have gone with the Halo route with instead of progression, there's no progression, just battle pass.
Ah, big BP.
Yeah, they said there are going to be some free stuff in the event, but I don't see it, so I'm a little confused. I got a couple articles.
Yeah.
LOL JK. They don't got nothing free.
Well, just kidding. Was jokes.
Was jokes lol.
Troll.
Should get trolled, nerds.
And then they just announced that it's James Gunn and somebody else are now basically the directors of DC.
Sean Gunn. Which would be James Gunn's
I don't
brother.
know who it is, but
Maybe you should look it up, Zachary.
I'm looking at Twitter where I saw it first, and I don't see it anymore.
Or those in the comments can post it.
James Gunn and Peter Safran to lead DC
really?
Studios.
Maybe it'll be better now.
We'll see. What? You didn't like Zach?
I think James Gunn's style is very, very, particular.
Specific, yeah. He's got a very
I love his stuff.
Similar theme.
It ain't for everybody.
Yeah, but all right, so we want to get into the drafty poo for the episode.
Yes.
Who wants to explain it?
So I'll go ahead with the disclaimer. We are all over the age of 21. Yes, we're all old.
And we do not condone underage drinking.
One of us is very old.
Our draft was our top 5 waifus. Why is it about... No, I'm kidding. So today we're going to be doing our top 3 alcoholic beverages, and as well as a little bonus. Ooh, exciting! We're doing our top 2 shots to finish it off.
Please stop.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Jason G's. I guess with the number 1 overall pick, I gotta go with. You know what? I don't think it's gonna be on the board after Brennan goes, so I'm gonna go with Bud Light Seltzer, the sodas. I really like those.
So we're gonna move on from the draft because this draft is stupid, and I thought it was a dumb idea, and I don't know who came up with it. So scary movies today.
What?
I was gonna pick that first. You piece of garbage.
I was gonna say he's mad because he was gonna pick that.
Yes. Well,
I knew that. That's why I had to. I just had to do it.
Since that's off the table, I think I'm kind of safe with one of mine. Probably not. Last time I said that, you picked it immediately. But I'm gonna go with the tried and true. Give a basic individual without saying anything else specific and being called misogynistic. 2 of these, and grunker than a skunker, and it's just gonna be a party hardy fun time with some Mike's Hard Lemonades.
My guy, that took you 500 years to say Mike's.
I think it's just such an easy standard party pick, you know?
Yeah.
Especially the harder.
Oh yeah, the harders can get you just utterly obliterated.
It's like, juice, gone.
For my first, I will do the tried and true college specialty, which is Captain Morgan 7-Up, or what we call a Cappy 7.
A Cappy 7, yeah, it's pretty solid.
A Cappy 7.
What was ours? Admiral Nelson and some knockoff 7-Up.
Admiral 7-8.
Yeah, that went down the drain. I never finished that.
Yeah,
Dude, that's set in your fridge for well over a year.
because
I'm talking
Admiral.
about the handle too, but yes.
Oh gosh, with my number 2 pick, I think I'm gonna have to go with Cherry McGillicuddy's and Dr. Pepper.
The
Solid.
doctors are in. That was mine,
The doctors
Zachary.
in it. That is just so good, so good.
You can't
Just tastes
find
like
McGillicuddy's on this side of the country, bro.
That sucks for you, no, doesn't it?
I mean, I just get cherry bourbon and it does the job.
We
Fair
get it, you fancy.
It's just so much more money.
Yeah.
So with my next one, I'm gonna go with a solid Moscow Mule.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I had a
that's good
Moscow
pick.
Mule in Boise,
In Boise.
and they had like a specific brand of ginger beer that they used,
Oh,
and it was not good.
Oh,
I did not like it.
dang.
It was too peppery. It was too
Too much.
too
Too
much.
gingery, or
Yeah, it was too. It was too hot. Like like wasabi hot.
okay. Yeah. See, that's I think the make or break for a Moscow Mule is well, the only two things that are in it is depending on the ginger beer you get. I think it could be crap, and if you have like a really potent chemically flavoring
Mm-hmm.
versus a more like natural juice flavoring, I think it can totally go down the drain. Like
Oh yeah.
I had what was shoot at my 21st. I had one. It was like blackberry and strawberry because
Oh
those are flavors
oh
that I
yeah.
like. But then it just tasted like medicine
yeah.
with the combo of the flavors. Don't combo your flavors. Stick to one.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
All right. So now with my second choice, I will go with vodka and lemonade. A vodka lemonade for a nice summer drink.
You know, I got those at the club we went to. Anyway,
Huh.
You went clubbing?
no, I'm talking Mitchell, the club that's just out the city limit. Anyway,
Oh,
Zachary.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
The one that definitely left you high and dry.
Ugh. Anyway, Zachary.
Oh jeez. I think I'm gonna have to go with my third pick. I was thinking maybe Coors, but I'm gonna go Crown Peach and Coke.
Ugh.
Nice.
Ugh. Okay.
I love Crown Peach. It's actually like I find it really good.
Fair enough. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave beers and my ciders to another day, because while I love like my reds and my apples and all that, nah. For this list specifics, I'm gonna go with. Oh my god, I talked too much and it went out of my head.
Yeah, you did.
Shoot. Oh god, what was it? Jason, go ahead and do your third. I don't remember what mine was
What
gonna
if I
be.
take it? So are you not
You
doing
won't.
beers?
No, you can. You totally can.
You're
I had a
saving
better
yours.
one than my beers I was gonna go with, and now I forget.
See, I really like a summer shandy. I
Mhm.
drank a lot of those this summer.
Okay, I remembered mine.
But talk to me in 6 months and that'll change.
Fair
Fair
enough.
enough.
That's yeah. Uh, Jack Daniel's honey and Coke.
That's what I was like. What was the flavor? Because I was at the liquor store the other day. Because obviously we all know I'm an alcoholic. And
FBI man, that's a joke.
yes, I
911.
don't actually drink that much. But and I could not.
Can't.
I was like trying to remember what flavor it was because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get me a nice bottle to celebrate me getting a new job.
Yeah.
And could not find it, so I ended up just getting Jim Beam Peach, which is
Oof.
okay
Yeah.
because I
You
didn't
said
really
Jim
want.
Beam and it went
'Cause-
downhill from there.
Apparently, Crown Peach is like the golden flavor because they at the store I went to, they limited it to only one Crown Peach per customer.
It's Crown,
Yeah.
Zachary.
It's Crown, and there's a D1 university in that town, dude.
Well, yeah, but all the Crown apples were gone, but there was still like 8-9 bottles of Crown apple
Yeah, it's limited. Them kids is broke, bro.
Yeah.
and like 8-9 bottles of Crown vanilla, but
Yeah.
Crown Peach was gone.
Ugh, yeah, proud of you, Zachary, for drinking Crown.
But for my first shot, I'm gonna go with the Scooby Doo snack.
See, I didn't know if that was going to stay on the table or not. So I'm kind of glad you picked it, because now I can pick in honor of my South African homie.
Oh
picking-
God, are you gonna do the Elvis?
No, God. I hate the Elvis. I have to like the shot.
What about
So I'm
Prairie
going with the
Fire?
Elephant tranquilizer?
Yeah, I'm going with the elephant tranquilizer.
Fair enough.
Here's the thing, when they pour them heavy and pour them right, it was always bussin'. When you poured it bad, it was eh.
Yeah.
That's
Jason?
how any drink is, buddy. Okay, so I will say mine. It will be the root beer barrel.
Oh yeah.
It
Good
is
choice.
very good.
Good choice. For my last pick, I don't know if it has a name, but it's half Rumplemint, half Fireball, or just cinnamon whiskey. So you have that mint and cinnamon. It's pretty
I think
good.
it's called. I think it's called a. What is it called? Christmas in your mouth.
I
Something like
refuse.
that.
I refuse to allow Zachary to have peppermint liquor around me ever again.
One time.
One
That
time
was-
is all it takes to
that
be
was
that
Davis-
guy.
That was Davis's fault. It was
That's
all
true.
his fault.
Blame whoever you need to, but yeah, it was gross.
Blame somebody who's not even here.
He just
Came
had to order
himself.
a peppermint smelling drink after we had drinking quite a bit.
After we had what?
Drunk.
Thank you. Drunk. But oh man, well, my second. See, there's a couple I could go with. I'll be honest, I don't remember. I think it was called the Sonic when we had it, Zachary.
What?
But it was that like electric blue. It was like an electric blue, so probably UV blue, honestly, which is kind of crap. But and then like some kind of lemon liqueur that we had at that arcade bar in my hometown.
Oh,
I was there too, you monster.
I know, but you didn't have it. You recorded us doing the shot.
Oh, that's right.
And it was pretty good. It was like one of the few shots I've had that it goes in my mouth and I go, yummy. I actually like tasting that.
You put it in your body, and your body said, "Thank you."
You put it in your body and your body said, that's the good stuff.
Jason, with your final
Jason,
pick.
let's round up this.
Okay, so
Terrific.
I'm thinking. I'm torn between two, and I think I'll go with the more basic one. I'll say a Skittle shot.
That's a good one. Were you gonna
Yeah.
say either Skittles or like Sour Patch Kids?
Mm-mm.
Skittles or which one?
Brooklyn Hooker.
Oh, the pickle juice and the what's the other?
It's whiskey.
It's just whiskey.
Yeah, any.
I can't remember who we had. They had that on their 21st, and they like almost threw up, and I was like, really?
Definitely
It's just
not.
whiskey. It wasn't you because I wasn't there.
Oh
I
yeah,
weren't.
you weren't allowed to participate.
I was a young bebe.
Babe.
But all right. So let us know in the comments who won.
So like we're drink talk now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Now let's hustle our tight little selves through this
Episode.
episode.
So scary movies.
Dude, I saw the scariest movie of all time. Yeah,
Frozen.
last weekend.
Frozen 2.
I saw Halloween Ends, and honestly, I would
It ended.
I would just call it like a drama thriller. It was not scary.
Not spoopy.
There was like a jump scare, and it wasn't even someone dying.
Was it Jesus Christ?
It was just the very beginning. It just cut to this dude opening a door and going, "Wah!"
Wah! It was a Waluigi? Wah!
Yeah, dude, how'd you know? He cameoed. It was crazy.
Cameoed?
Was there ever a movie that has actually legitimately scared either of you?
Jeepers Creepers, I'll say. I remember watching it around Halloween in a hotel room, and I remember just going, this is gross.
Well, if we're getting into gross movies.
No, we're not getting into gross movies.
No.
But I would classify Jeepers Creepers as...
I'd like to remind you there's some children that listen to this podcast, Zachary, and we're
and
not
his
talking
name is Brennan.
You can talk about that on your own time when you do an episode all by yourself after we're done and gone and dead.
Exactly.
Dang, that's understandable.
Like the only exception I'll give you is like Green Inferno.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Zach, yeah, okay.
But movies that have actually like scared me, like I had to sleep with a nightlight on afterwards type. Is that what
Lion King. The Lion King.
The Lion King. No, technically a horror comedy. Shaun of the Dead scared the crap out of me as a young.
Okay, fair.
really?
Dude, I had the biggest phobia of zombies until I was like 14.
Fair enough.
Like, literally, I'd play COD Zombies with my buddies and be like, this game's so awesome. And then I'd go home and be like, Mommy,
The lights are on. You're shaking under your blanket. Help me.
Well, like, and I'll never forget, even though we literally already talked about scary games, this is kind of games territory, but, like, it correlates because it was any media I watched that had zombies. And, but, like, I was staying at my grandparents' house the first time I ever played COD Zombies with my friend James and my friend Connor.
James.
And I was like, huh, this is kind of a cool game, dude. And then I'm watching it, and it's fun. And then I was staying the night at my grandparents, and I had this massive window in my room, and the blinds would, bounce because it was open a crack, and it was windy. And in my head, I'm like, oh my god, the Nazi zombies, they're coming. They're busting the window in, bro.
They're busting. They busting.
And yeah, they did. I'm dead now. They came in and killed me.
Yes, accurate.
Fair enough.
Zachary, what about you? But let's keep it on at least a.
So the one movie that has like really, really terrified me the most, surprisingly, is a PG-13 horror movie, which I truly think it is really hard to pull off a good PG-13 horror. Just because there's so much more stuff you can do in R.
Spooky bitch.
Is Insidious. I watched it like when I was 10, I think, after we rented it from Hastings back in the old day when we could rent digital movies from places.
You mean physical?
Yeah, that word.
I was like, how do we do that?
Flicks.
It scared me so much that I woke up in the middle of the night because the thing that really scared me was the scene where it's kind of like the weeping angels from Doctor Who, where if you look away, they move. Yep. And so it was that part where the family's in the little living room, and he looks away, and then they move again, and then eventually they end up like right in front of his face. It scared me so much. I ended up going downstairs because my mom was sleeping on the couch downstairs.
And Mama.
I didn't even say anything. I just stood over her.
You became the Insidious kid.
Oh
no! I just stood there at the edge of the couch and stared at her until she like apparently felt my eyes and woke up, and it kind of scared the crap out of her.
Dude, I'd be scared shitless if I woke up and you were next to me now.
Your poor mother, especially when you live, 1,000 miles away from each other.
Yes.
But what are you guys' opinion? Like, what? Because I have a feeling you guys have seen most of them. Who is your favorite slasher from the 80s era?
Mike Myers. Mike
80s,
Myers.
70s, 80s era.
I agree with Jason. My favorite is Michael Myers.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I really, really, really like the original Halloween.
I was gonna say, dude, literally, like one of my favorite movies to watch in spooky season is 1978 Carpenter's Halloween.
Oh yeah.
So good, bro. It wastes no time getting to the dang point.
I mean, you can't discount Freddy Krueger.
No.
Yeah. I was definitely gonna go Jason from Friday the 13th.
It's his mom, though.
Technically,
Friday the 13th,
it's his mom.
Part 2.
Okay.
Huh.
Hey, spoilers.
I mean,
the movie may be 50 years old, but
spoilers.
Still.
It's his mom.
I'm a big fan of Jason as well.
Thanks.
Because he's so heckin' cute.
Aww.
But the reason I kind of talked to Zach about this yesterday, I literally just randomly called him and asked him, "Hey, yo, what you think about this?" But the reason I like Michael Myers is because he's just a fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's just a dude. Like Jason,
He's just a weird guy.
Jason's he's died how many times and been reanimated how many times. Freddy's a demon. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I don't want to think about that. Because it happened to an extent.
Yeah.
Jigsaw is a dude stuck in a doll, just like Chucky. It's like, still cool, but the concept of Michael Myers just being an unhinged guy, I'm like, it scares me.
Jigsaw is an actual person.
Yeah, but then he did the trike boy that he sends in.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but that's just a puppet.
Yes.
He's not stuck in the puppet. He ain't no Chucky, which I know is your mom's favorite horror movie.
Dude, okay, one of the ads is for that new, I think it's called Megan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she was just, like, head buried in the theater chair the whole trailer.
Your poor mom.
Yeah, your mom is like the exact opposite of mine when it comes to horror.
She'll watch it and she doesn't mind it. Like, well,
It's
I mean,
just,
Halloween Ends isn't really a good example because it wasn't scary, but it's just Chucky. That's the only
yeah.
like, nope, won't do it.
And that's the same way with my brother. It's just Chucky.
Yeah. Then like recent horror movies. The
You
con.
saw,
I
well, you
think the
saw
Conjuring's.
Hellraiser.
Yeah, the new Hellraiser I thought was actually pretty good. It did take a little. It was a little slow to start, but it picked up reasonably quick, and it really hooked you. And I thought what are they called?
Cenobites.
Cenobites. Yeah, I thought they actually the makeup department did pretty good with them.
Yeah.
I'd hope
But
so. If the OGs were as good as they were, I hope they only
yeah.
improve.
Which if you talked about, you started and then I cut you off about The Conjuring.
Yeah, like I think the first two movies are really good. The third's okay, but I'm not a huge fan of the spin-offs.
See, I
No.
didn't like The Nun and I
Yeah,
didn't like Annabelle, and because I didn't
nope.
even like Annabelle, I didn't see Annabelle Creation because I'm like, it's not going to be good. I laughed in Annabelle when the old, like the black lady like goes out the window. I
Yep,
laughed
yep.
The amount of times I laugh during horror movies, like, okay,
too high because that's the
what
same with me.
what was that crappy movie we watched?
The
Unholy.
unholy, the unholy.
Jesus Christ! And then it was a statue of Jesus Christ.
So we were in a theater. So our college town, they had like a free movie night for the last few weeks of the semester, and one of the movies that came out during that was The Unholy. First of all, it was in the tiny theater, so like before it even started, like literally the first weekend it was out, so they knew it was bad. But it was pretty full, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was mostly students.
And it was all pretty much all students. And Jason was. We were all there, and we're just sitting there watching this movie, and the dude's going through the basement, and then he gets jump scared by a statue of Jesus crying blood. And Jason, and the movie, it was silent in the theater. He just goes, Jesus Christ! And got the whole squad laughing in the theater.
Got the whole squad laughing. That is
Ugh.
peak performance in mine. I have never achieved something as good.
What? Those damn rings.
Oh, those fudging rings. That's all I gotta say. But
The
so
Unholy was quite the experience. It was a
yes.
crappy movie, though.
So have you seen any Alfred Hitchcock movies? Because would those be considered
Yes.
horror or they're thriller?
For their time, horror, but
I think it depends on the movie. It's like
Psycho.
Yeah, Psycho. That's definitely horror. I think the only Hitchcock movie I've seen is The Birds.
Okay. See, and I didn't much care for The Birds.
tight.
That's fair.
It's okay. It's a product of its time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's the idea that things, age out of time, yeah. But I mean, I've seen,
Quote the Raven.
yeah, quote the Raven. There have been so many things that have spoofed such like cultural icons like Psycho or like Rear Window that
Yep.
like you lose kind of the suspense of it because you've already seen it in The
You've seen it, not
Simpsons,
realized
like
maybe.
The Simpsons format or Family Guy or The Cleveland Show, like all these different cartoons, American Dad, they will like spoof those because the people who make them are fans of it
Yeah. Well,
and they
and the
want
people
to
that
pay
I mean,
respect.
and it's aged out, so copyright isn't an issue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But what are your guys' thoughts on The Mist?
Like Stephen King,
I hated the ending.
where he kill. So
Who
is it
doesn't?
where he kills everyone and then it like turns out it's everyone's still alive? Like the people come and save them. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, where the National Guard pulls up like, hey, after he
Yeah.
kills everybody and then gets out to die.
Yeah. I mean, that's just
So
drama.
yeah, the one of the most controversial. Well, so there's three that are really controversial. Obviously, the one is The Shining, because if you read the book, apparently most people like the book and hate the movie.
Okay,
the
so
movie and are okay about the book.
because I've seen both, because I've read the book more than once and I've seen the movie more than once, I'll very slightly weigh in on it. In the book, the hotel is a character. In the book,
Yes.
the hotel has like not feelings, but like the urge, and
Mhm.
it drives Jack to commit those kill his family. It drives
And
him crazy.
if you've seen Ready Player One, you've seen The Shining.
Hmm. So in the movie, they you can't like make a hotel a character. So it was a lot more internal, which the acting in that movie is phenomenal.
Mhm.
Dude, had to be. He
Like
commanded it.
it is, and like how it ends is so much different than in the book, which is when they made Doctor Sleep, they had to fix stuff with that too.
Fixed plot, yeah.
But spoiler for a book that's been out for 40 years, the hotel explodes.
Yes.
And so the hotel like uses Jack to like try to stop it, and Jack ends up exploding in the hotel. And then Doctor Sleep, which is the sequel, they go to the place where the hotel exploded, and they built like another building on top. They're like building a new hotel in that area.
Oh no.
Oh no! In the movie, the hotel doesn't explode. Jack just like freezes.
He just freezes in the yeah.
And I think that's where people kind of lose it, is because they're like, but the
Unfaithful
hotel, yeah.
adaptation.
And I guess Stephen King, I've read that he's okay. He doesn't really much care for the movie,
Yeah, he really didn't like it.
but he doesn't care about many of his adaptations. But that's
He's like,
okay.
I'm still rich from the book,
Yeah.
so who
Oh,
cares?
yeah. It's a good book. I recommend.
He's like, no matter
Yeah.
what you make, they're gonna like me better. So
But okay, so what's your second one, Zach?
The big controversy is which one's better between Hereditary and Midsummer, because apparently
Oh,
people
I
argue
think
back and forth between those two.
so
Hereditary.
hot take. I didn't care for either of them.
Fair
I
enough.
haven't seen Hereditary. I've only seen Midsummer.
Yeah.
Midsummer's okay.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a little stretched out for a horror movie because
It took so long, bro. I mean, Florence is in it, so like it can't be a bad movie.
Your Queen Florence. Blech.
Florence.
And then you got people clamoring for Jordan Peele being the best horror director ever.
Incorrect. He's good, but all right.
It's of his time, best horror director of now,
Of current,
of
maybe.
current. See, Zach, you saw what's
Nope.
the Nope, thank you.
It
Nope.
was good. It wasn't necessarily scary. There were some tense moments, but like, I mean, it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't like what Logan Paul said, where he just ripped that movie to shreds. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good film.
See, I think that people need to like John Carpenter did who Ridley Scott. Okay. So
Yeah.
you have such iconic movies like The Thing or Aliens, or you have like Cronenberg movies with The Fly, and you have those such weird out of the box movies in the 80s, and now people are trying to recreate that, but it's such a hard thing to do because there's
Lightning very rarely strikes twice.
yes, and
Yeah.
and as my brother always says, and I like to think of it, no one has an original thought. Literally, Hellraiser is just a remake of the old Hellraiser, but is it closer to the
What?
books?
Hellraiser was Hellraiser?
Yeah, and Hellraiser is just based off of the book. I don't remember the name of the book, but it's by
It's
Clive Barker.
the Heart Seeker or something, or
Oh god, yeah, it has something to do with the heart. Whatever. Let us know in the comments. But anything else you guys wanna throw in there in the
I think
horror
Hush
movie?
is underrated.
I've seen Hush.
I think it's good. It's more of a thriller than horror, but it has those elements that it's horror.
Mhm.
Because Psycho Killer.
I-
Don't Breathe is
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
I don't know
the
sequel.
Hellbound Heart, Zach.
Hellbound Heart. That's it.
Hush. What? Who's in Hush?
I don't even know.
Is it like the deaf girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a writer just vibing at her home in the woods, and then the homie's trying to spook her like a psycho killer, and then she can't hear him.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
She's standing there going, huh?
It made me laugh because he's like tapping on like the window with his knife and like trying to scare her, and she's just
She's vibing there.
can't hear it. And he's like, "What the fuck?"
She was in Oculus, And
Yes, that's right.
did not hate that movie. I actually kind of liked it, but part of it is because the main actress. It's Amy Pond. I can't think of what her name is, or not Gamora. Gamora's sister Nebula.
Nebula.
Uh,
Shoot.
I can't think. And like
Karen Gillan.
Karen
Or Karen.
Gillian. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. She
Anyway,
bae.
and I really liked her in Doctor Who, and so I was like, "Oh, watch this. I like her," And I didn't hate the movie. It was kind of cheesy. Again, I laugh through horror movies sometimes if they're kind of out of this world.
I always laugh at the Scream movies.
Yeah,
But
I do think a really good movie is American Psycho.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that, and Christian
So,
Bale.
yeah,
have you seen that, Jason?
like on TV, like years and years and years
So,
ago.
do you guys think he actually killed any of the people? Because
Oh
he's
yeah,
crazy, or
I think he actually did do it.
you think he did all of it, or just some of it?
I think he did all of it. I think all of it happened.
Okay, I'm team some, but we don't have time to get into that.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what your favorite spooky movie is.
And in a year's time, we'll come back to this and talk about the stuff we didn't talk about. And
Yeah.
the same
In a
stuff.
year's time, why don't we just like a spooky whole franchise or not franchise, a series?
We'll just
spooky
only be a
season over.
spooky channel.
I meant
Because
like,
we have Thanksgiving and
ooh,
Christmas.
what are we
Yeah,
thankful
we gotta
for?
sing our Thanksgiving songs.
Ring the bell. Wait, I don't know any Thanksgiving songs, Zachary.
All right, I got a Thanksgiving song for you.
Is it
What?
goodbye, so long, farewell?
All I want for Christmas is you.
It's coming. Mariah Carey is warming up her vocal cords. She's coming out of her cage, and she's doing just
steaming her
fine.
voice right now.
She's doing just fine. Gotta be dang because she wants it all. And
She made some tweet recently, like it's almost time, and everyone freaked out. And then she just made a new album. That was all.
Shame.
Oh.
Everyone was like, "K."
Okay. Okay.
But
Yeah. Thank
So-
you guys for listening. Oh, anything else, Jason?
well, no, I was saying thank you for listening.
Oh yeah. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure you check out our Twitch channels.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
play Apex now and cry.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, bye now.
Bye.